Um, what do we think are the misconceptions about pricing, both from the service provider's perspective, but also from the customer's perspective?
So I think first things first is I've yet to see an MSSP increase their prices unless it was like a crisis event. Like at a minimum, you should be increasing your prices 3 to 5% just to cover inflation. And they'll add new features and new capabilities and new services, and they're continually evolving their platforms, and they're not accounting for that increase in value that they're giving to customers.
What does you know, what about that transition from principal-led selling to having a sales team that understands what the value is? Like, how do you get to a point where you're not just selling on price, which is of course the default?
Yeah, I'll take some of that, right? So a large portion of I think one of my background, as I've kind of come up through the ranks from practitioner to be where I'm at is was really the secret sauce of any kind of sales team to drive value. I think is sometimes sales engineering, right? Because they're able to articulate to the customer more than I think everything we're talking about, was just that, hey, here's just general pricing of things that we do. More around like, hey, the things that we do, here's how important it might be to your business, and the actual value of that sometimes is not a direct quantifiable thing that you have to just kind of make sure that we go through an articulation.
I think one of the biggest misconception, if I think from the MSSP perspective, right, there's a sort of a price war going on, right? MSSPs try to compete on price, and they think that lower price is safer price, and they fail to realize that, especially in security space, right, MSSP space, price is not just a number. And if I wear the hat of a CISO or somebody who has been in positions on the practitioner side, the most important thing for me as a customer is that assurance that my infrastructure is safe. Everybody knows that there are going to be incidents. I mean, you will be breached one day or the other. Whether you know about it now or later, that's another thing. But how quickly your MSSP partners can respond, to have the right skill set, to have the right bench strength, right technology and tools to support you as a customer, and that comes at a price. So sometimes I feel that on the other side, people don't realize that, and they just try to lowball and then realize that this customer is not sustainable anymore. So in my opinion, that is the biggest misconception, that price is the only differentiator. If you get customers based on price, then they will leave you on price as well, right? So that's, in my opinion, the most important misconception.